Turning now to the UK, a former University of Cambridge professor accused of plagiarism has died. Police say Jason Arday was found unresponsive in his home today in South London. CBC's Darren McCaffrey has details on this. Darren, so this is very tragic news. Can you walk us through what's been reported today?
Yeah, very tragic news indeed. It's fair to say that Jason Arday was a prominent academic in the UK, maybe not a household name until recent weeks in which he was involved in lots of controversy. He was the first and youngest ever black professor at the University of Cambridge, of course, one of the world's leading academic institutions. He worked in the Department of Education at that university, but he resigned last week after accusations of plagiarism and inconsistencies in statements about his career and indeed his academic achievements. And as you say, very tragically today, he was found dead in South London. We have a statement through from the Metropolitan Police in London. This is what they had to say. They said that police were called by the London Ambulance Service on Friday afternoon following a report that a man had been found unresponsive inside a property on Daly Thompson Way. Sadly, a 41-year-old man was pronounced dead at the scene, and they went on to say that his next of kin have been informed and have been supported by officers. At this time, his death has been treated as unexpected but is not believed to be suspicious. Now, just before this very tragic death today, Jason Arday had said in his resignation statement, you got a sense of the emotional anguish he was in. He said that he'd had to resign from the University of Cambridge because, quote unquote, because of relentless allegations, speculation and public commentary that had taken a profound toll on me, on those that I love. Now, also, we've heard from the family this afternoon. Clearly, they're pretty angry about what has gone on that has led to this tragic death. This is what they had to say in the statement. They said the campaign of misinformation was too much for Jason, who was a gentleman and who always wanted to see the best in everyone. We are in shock to have lost this amazing father, partner, brother, uncle and son. So it's pretty clear that the academic community and the people of the UK are pretty shocked by what's happened today. And for his family, they are clearly very deeply distressed.
Darren, these allegations, I mean, they were plagiarism allegations. Can you tell us about them?
Yeah, they were plagiarism allegations. As you say, ones that he disputed, it must be said. He had been a prominent scholar, but when people looked into his academic record, there have been questions raised. Also, some other claims he made about being able to run 600 miles in 6 days would have made him one of the longest distance runners, also raising money for charity. Lots of questions about whether that was true or not. And we have had a statement through from the University of Cambridge, of course, the institution he worked for. They said, we are desperately saddened to hear this tragic news. Our heartfelt sympathies go to Jason Arday's family and friends at this incredibly difficult time. Ultimately, I think there are lots of questions tonight, and there have been questions raised about diversity and equality and inclusion at that university and whether essentially what the university had done was right in the lead up to this tragic death today. Questions clearly for the University of Cambridge, whether they've looked after Mr. Arday in a caring capacity as his former employer, but also questions for the UK media, given the sheer intensity of reporting that we've seen in recent weeks. Clearly something that he felt was unfair and took a toll, as he said, on himself and his family. But as I say, very, very tragic news emanating from London tonight.
OK, thanks, Darren. CBC's Darren McCaffrey.